All right, question 15. A polling agency recently surveyed 1,000 adults who were selected at random from a large city and asked each of the adults, are you satisfied with the quality of air in the city? Of those who surveyed, 78% responded that they were satisfied with the quality of air in the city. Based on the result of the survey, which of the following statement must be true? Okay, so this is a survey question, and we're trying to go through the statements. And the statement says must be true. Okay, it's not that it could be true, it must be true, right? So if the question says which one must be true, then we're trying to, when we go through the answer choices, we have to try to think about, will that always have to be true, right? Or will that be true 100% of the time, right? If it's not necessarily always true, then that won't be correct. Okay, so is the requirement is will be higher, in other words. Okay, we have to make sure it always had to be true. Okay, so you look at number one, statement one says of all the adults in the city, 78% are satisfied with the quality of air in the city. So will that always have to be true? Okay, so notice the way they put it, right? They said 78% are satisfied. So it's exactly 78%. Okay, so it's not about 78%, it's not the average 78%, exactly 78% will be satisfied. So based on our survey of 1,000 people, we know it's exactly 78%, right? Because we actually asked those individually, right? Ask each person, and then based on that, we know 78%. But if you apply the result to the whole city, will that be exactly 78%? No, not necessarily, right? Because it could be a little bit more, it could be a little bit less, right? It could be 78.5% just by chance, right? So when we apply the result to the whole city, it's not necessarily going to be equal to 78%. So if it's a good survey, right? If it's a random sample, everything, then it should be pretty close to 78%, right? But it won't be exactly 78.0, right? Okay, it might be a little bit higher, a little bit lower. Okay, since statement one is not necessarily always correct, then that won't be the answer. Okay, so I had to be always true in order for it to be correct. So pretty much you can eliminate statement one. Okay, and then therefore C and D will be out. Okay, for our answer choices. So you look at statement two. If another 1,000 adults selected at random from the city were surveyed, 78% of them will report they are satisfied with the quality of the air in the city. So we're selecting another a group of 1,000 adults. Will that be exactly 78%? Well, by the same reason, right? We said that won't work because it could be a little bit more, it could be a little bit less, right? If they said on average it'll be 78%, or it would be close to 70%, right? Or about 70%, then that would be a correct statement. Okay, but they just say it's exactly 78%. Then no. Okay, it could be a little bit more, it could be a little bit less. Okay, so there should be some room for error. Okay, but then this says exactly 78%, so that's not gonna work. Okay, so statement two is wrong, so that leave us with A. Okay, so if you look at statement three real quick, it says if 1,000 cells select random from a different city or survey, 78% will be satisfied. If we're doing a different city, right, then again, it will be even more difficult to prove that, right? Okay, so that's not necessarily true. Okay, so for 15, all three statement won't work. So the answer choice A will be the answer. Okay, so you just want to remember when we apply the result of a survey to a larger population, we always want to leave some room for error. Okay, it won't be exactly right on the number, right? But it should be close. Okay, so we can say it's about 78%, but not exactly 78%.